Hello everyone, this is Maria from mariascraftingcorner.com and I'm so excited you're here with me today. We are going to be doing today project 2 of our paper pumpkin kit alternatives for the month of May. I am really excited about today's cards. You are not going to want to miss them. They're two different fun folds, and they are not complicated, really simple to make, and you're just going to enjoy every minute of it. If you don't know what Paper Pumpkin Kit is, it is a monthly subscription by Stampin'Up where you get for 23 and 50 cents dollars. um, you will get, oh, by the way, and that includes shipping. You will get everything you need to do these that month's um, projects. So it comes in a little package like this. Let me show you. I love the color from this month. Isn't it gorgeous? Super useful boxes, by the way. I use them for everything too. And in that box, you will get, again, anything you need, including the glue and decorations and everything. Okay, so I am going to move to the crafting table. Let's get it going. Let me do two things because I want to make sure that this works. Oh, look at that. It did. I am learning, people. I am learning. So each time it brings a kind of a preview of how it's going to, what you're going to be seeing next month. So next month is the pick of the crop. That's how it's called. And it's just, from what I am reading, it's watercolor designs with everything that has to do with fresh and fruits and just like the farmers market. That's my impression. So I don't know what's going to come on it. We never know until we open the box, but that is our new one. You have until June 11th to no so June 10th to subscribe to the kit if you want this one. Okay, and on the other side, we have our ink colors. These are our new ink colors. Beautiful. I absolutely love them. Vibrant and full of energy. And these are the colors that we are going to be working in this kit. And that's why we have them here, okay? So let me move that out. I'm moving everything out of the way because I do have this really bad habit of getting my table so messy I cannot do anything. That's at the end, and it's with the paper pumpkin kit for some reason. At the end, I am not able to do anything. Okay, so this is, I'm just going to show you real quick in case you have not been here. This kit brings 10 card bases. Some of them are special card bases, like that one. We have this one that has some rugged edge. And I think the last one, okay, maybe I'll find it. Well, maybe not. We're going to use that last one that I'm thinking of today anyways. But it brings 10 of them. And with them, it also brings all the decorations in the different colors. So this is what we call our Orchid Oasis. This is our Sweet Sorbet. We have, and I'm looking so I don't forget all the names. This is our Tahitian Tide. This is called Parakeet Party. And finally, this is what we're going to be using today. And this is Starry Night. Okay, so those are the ones we're going to use. It brings 10 envelopes. Again, beautiful envelopes. They always go a notch above with their envelopes and make them beautiful to already decorated. And on top of these things, it also brings, let me show you, these cutouts, beautiful in gold. Sorry about the glare. It brings these sentiments so you can, or these little strips so you can put the sentiments. It brings its own stamp set, and let me bring this up here, which as you can tell, is gorgeous. It has this big happy, which I really like, and all other sentiments, and this big U too. I love these sentiments, and I love the big happy. It's very what's the name of it? I'm trying to think. It's very in vogue. That's what comes to my brain. It also brings what we call a stamping spot. Oh, sorry, stamping spot in basic gray, and it brings these beautiful gems. Finally, it brings a set of mini dimensionals and some tear and tape. Okay, that's what we got. Now, I have said before, I try very, very, very hard to use only what's in the box. The only couple of things that I'm going to make a difference is I'm going to use my own stamping pad ink, my own ink pad, because these are bigger, much more comfortable. I'm going to be using my own blocks, just because these are wider and much more comfortable to use. You don't need these are just a treat to have, to be fully honest. Okay, I'm going to bring my other one just in case I need one. I'm going to be using my own dimensionals because I already have a few started, so I don't need to open those. Actually, I kind of collect them. Finally, I have my own tear and tape if I want to use that. I usually end up using our Stampin' Seal Plus just because it's much faster. I will I will be using my trimmer because it's, a must-have in my world, and also my bone folder and take your pick. So those are tools that I consider basic. You may not have them, but I love them. This is my take your pick and my bone folder. You may want to get a bone folder and a take your pick. Really go to my online store and don't waste a second. These are probably two of the most used items in my in my craft room, paired with the trimmer and the silicone craft sheet. Okay, so we have those ready. Let me put this back out so I don't lose it. I am going to move everything here that I have here because, like I said, I end up having this like genuine mess. The only extra thing I'm going to bring today is a piece of cardstock, and it needs to be, well, this is 6 by 12, but it does need, what I'm trying to say, it needs to be 12 inches, okay? Because we're going to start working with that. Oh, before I forget, the set also brings instructions on how they envision every card, and they give you each card in here. So as you can tell, it has the best wishes, the happy, just super cute options. I already made one video, and I'm going to link it up here for you. Let me see if you can see my finger. There you go. For if you want to go and check those out. And I have already a list in my YouTube channel that you can just go ahead and check with previous paper pumpkin kits. Okay, putting that away so we don't get lost. Let's bring the trimmer real quick. And we are going to, and I always have a cheat sheet somewhere, so I have my cheat sheet there. So this has to be 5 1/4. Let me see if I'm not lying to you. Yes. Let's move. I don't know if you can see this. 5 1/4. Okay. And then this has got to go to 11 3/4. And that's why we need a 12-inch piece of paper. So I'm going to cut that quarter. Okay. And then you got, this is, before I forget, I will have all the measurements below too. So you don't have to struggle with those. But I know you like to know this is going to be 5 1/4 by 11 3/4. Okay. And now we're going to score. And we're going to score at 1 3/4. Okay. Putting this as straight as possible. And let me move this back in. Oh no, we're going to need it anyways. One of the reasons I love this trimmer, this edge here helps me to keep it all the time straight, because I don't make anything straight. It's really bad. Okay, so we're scoring at 1 3/4, and then that scored, I can barely see it, so let me push a little bit, and then we move to 4 3/4, and we're going to score again. Okay, and then finally we're going to go to 7 3/4. And so if you are sort of good at math, I am not, but if you are, we're just going in increments of 3, right? It's not even important, but I just wanted to tell you. I just want to look like I know math. Okay, and that's what we need this for. Let me move this for a second, and we are going to fold this. So these goes valley, right? This will go mountain, and these will go, uh-oh, I made a mistake here. Let me review this. I know I have my 3 1/4, my 1 1/4. We said 4 3/4. See, that's where the mess is. Did you see that? It's scored on the wrong place. Now, I am going to reuse this because these will go underneath and you will not be able to wash it. So it's 4 3/4. I scored at 5 3/4 because why not? Okay, and let's make sure that our 7 3/4 is correct. And that one is correct. Okay, good news. So I just made a tiny mistake. Let me show you how I found it out that I made a mistake. So this goes here. This is the one that I made a mistake, and this is why, because this has to be exact. So this again, this is 3 inches. This is 3 inches. From this score line to this score line is 3 inches, and from this score line to this score line is another 3 inches. So when you score this back up, that it has to like align here. Okay, and so we're going to use our bone folder to really burnish those folds that we just did. I'm making this one, and let me go through the last one. Okay, and that's what I was telling you. These fold, this mistake score line, you will not be able to see it because this is going to go like so. Okay, let me bring, this is the card we're going to be using. We're going to lose this U, it happens, but we're going to score these. Beautiful, I love this. And what's going to happen is this fold is going to go inside that gold, and it's going to look like an edge, and we're going to use this piece to decorate these panels. And so you're going to have the panels opening. You can do this 2 ways. You can, and this is how I'm going to make it. Really, I'm going to glue it in here so this won't open, or you can leave it open and put something bigger here where you can write or put a fun sentiment or something like that. I am not going to keep it open because I'm going to put the big happy on top of it. If I'm able to open it, get it out. I should have probably done this beforehand, but I didn't, so there's that. Oops. Okay. It's coming, people. It's coming. Okay. So this one, so imagine this is going to be pieced out there and this is going to come here, and it will say happy for you, as we have a U here, or happy to celebrate your day. I think I like that one. Okay, but that's kind of how it's going to look, and it's going to look really cool, I think, because this starry night against the black and the gold looks gorgeous. Okay, so now to the measurements of the inside. So we have 3 different panels. We are going to use these. I am hoping it's enough. If it's not enough, I have one of the envelopes here to come to save us if it's needed, okay? But let's hope so. So I have envisioned this beautiful edge. So if I don't want to put it here because then it will be golden it get lost. So I envision this edge in this middle panel or even in the first panel. So it goes so we can see the color against the other colors in here. And let me tell you this, actually, I envision this in this panel, part of this gold in this panel and this whiter on this side. And that is so you have the golden line, rug line against the white, and you will be able to see it better. If it's not enough, we'll have to figure out something. So we know this is 4 1/4, right? So because this is 4 1/4, I'm still going to leave some edges in here. So we're going to have to cut these at 4 1/8. Don't let me move this so there's no disaster. So 4 1/8, 5 1/8. I'm sorry. Or so you can do this two ways. If you're very good with measurements, you can do 5 1/8 is here. Or you can just use this other side and say, okay, all I need to take is an 1/8. There's my 1/8. Let me move that, and I'm going to cut actually this side, and I'm going to tell you why, because I like this more rugged side. So we're going to cut an 1/8 from here, okay? And there it goes. You cut an 1/8, and that way this is all matte through, okay? Let's see. Oh no, it needs more than an 1/8. Oh, this is bigger. Sorry about that. This is way bigger. Looks like we need about a 1/4 more. Let's take. I'm gonna do 1/8. I always say it's much easier to cut when you keep cutting than you cut too much, right? So 1 more 1/8. I was right. It was a 1/4. Haha. I'm getting good at seeing these measurements. Okay. Let's see. Did we get it? Did we get it? I think we finally got it, okay? So this one, I'm going to start with the middle one because I know exactly this is the one. And that middle one, so going back a little bit, and I'm going to put both measurements. You can decorate all these panels. I am not going to, and I am not even, since this is going to be attached to this side, I am not even going to make this panel all decorated. So what I'm trying to say is I am going to use just a tiny piece of these to put in here, enough for this to close on it, but it won't go all the way, okay? So, and I have already have those measurements for you done, so don't worry about that. So this first piece that I'm going to cut, this first panel, second panel, I guess, if you're strictly right, it will be 1 1/2 by 5/8. We already have the 5/8, and I am going to cross over like this again, and I'm going to go to 1 and it says 1 1/2. I'm going to make it a tiny bit smaller, and I'm going to show you why. So this is 1 1/4. So I think 1 3 5/8 will be enough. So I'm going to put it right there. And let's cross our fingers I'm right. Okay. So this piece is going to go here. And that's what I meant, right? This is going to go like so, a tiny bit there to the edge, so it falls on top of this one. There you go. Okay, so that's what's going to go there. Now, this piece, because it's so beautiful, and here's the thing, I don't know if I put this on top of this, I think it gets a little bit lost. So I am thinking of putting this one in here. So this piece, and this is probably the biggest piece because this is 1 5/8 as well. So let's go back and cross around 1 5/8. 1 5/8 is right there. Okay. 1 5/8. And so this piece is going to go here. Oh, and that's mistaken. How not cool. This one's going to be okay though. So this one is okay. This one is the one that's a little thinner. So I miscalculate this one. Oh, it's 1 3/4. But you know how we're going to solve this? We're going to make a mat in white. So now let's think about this. Do we want to mat it in blue? No, let's mat it in white. So let me bring a piece of white cardstock. I have all these pieces around. It's pretty funny. Okay, I have one that will fit. So let's move this. So that one is 1 3/4. Okay, this one is 1 3/4 by 5/8. So we're going to make it 1 3/4. Oh, I know. My mistake is I cut at 5 3/8. My mistake. Sorry about that. But we're going to go here and cut at 5 3/8. I'm just thinking if with the other card I will be able to use that instead. Not sure about that. No, this is too small. This is not 5. Let's think. How sad is that? Nope. You know what? It will work. We're going to say that. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab this piece in the middle, because the other one it is at 1 1/4, and I cut that one at 1 3/8. Let me see. Let me make sure. I'm trying to make it work. This is 1 3/8, so I think this is going to be okay to use for the other one. I think so. So I am going to cut these, and I'll show you what I'm going to do here in a second in the next card. So we said 1 3/8, so I have to go to 1 5/8, and 1 5/8 is here, but I want that, so let me take this a tiny bit. I'm going to cut these at, I'm going to cut it, this is a 1 1/2. Okay. One 5/8 is there. I hope it works, and if it doesn't work, we'll figure it out together. That's how we roll. Okay, these are my 3 pieces for my other project. I'm sorry about that confusion. Sometimes I don't make math correctly. No, this was not math. I didn't see stuff correctly. Oh, and I forgot this is already. So we need to cut about, I think it's 3/8, but you know what? I'm going to cut one first to make sure that it's not fitting before, and it needs 1 more 1/8, and that's it. Okay, so I was right, it was 3/8. Okay, sorry, but it happens. It's a matter of calculating, and sometimes it's just not as easy. So this one will go here, this one will go here, and our smaller panel in the white is going to go here. So this is what you're going to get. Okay, so let's start putting our pieces together. And I'm going to start, and this is what I was telling you, I am going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus because it's just a little bit faster. You can use glue too, but glue always takes a little bit to dry, and so I rather use my Stampin' Seal Plus. And in order to do these, I put the Stampin' Seal Plus, and it could be the turn tape, like on the 2 of the sides, so on these long sides, and then I have a spot here for me to manipulate and maneuver this panel and make sure it's correct. It doesn't mean I'm always successful, but I should try. Okay, so there we go. And the other thing is, I don't know why, but it's much easier for me to get almost a perfect one that way. Okay, so this goes like so. Man, did I get scared. Okay, now the other one goes here. Now we are going to need to do this with this panel here because we need to calculate these far enough that it closes, right? But that you can still have this rugged edge hanging if you want. Okay, so we're gonna go, and you know what? I'm gonna actually use glue. Why glue? Because glue is far more forgiving than your tear and tape. Tear and tape, you have to put it, your tear and tape, you stamp, well, or the tear and tape for that matter. You have to put it and it goes, and that's it. Like once it is, it's done. Glue gives you a tiny piece of, a tiny amount of time until it's dry. And I'm gonna put this a tiny bit there, see? And so now this is going to be hanging, and we're going to put this one last here, and we can, yeah, we can use our tear and tape. Uh-oh, starting to die on me. And I want these blue on the back, on the edge, on the seam edge. It's because it has some gold in it. Okay. And there's your card, pretty much. Isn't that super simple? Now we are going to put some tear and tape in here. It's kind of struggling there. And I'm going to put it really on the side, as close to that as possible, so it doesn't flip. And same here. I mean, this one is a little bigger, so you can put something more. And there you go. Now it will need some here too, right? So we're gonna do that real quick. And that's it. And let's bring our card base. We'll put it here. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I think so. Let's put some more Stampin' Seal Plus. And let's put this. I'm going to open this so it's like, it's a little simpler. I'm making sure my big head is not in front of the camera, because that would be not cool. Okay. I'm doing this with as much care as possible, so it's really centered and we can barely see any white. And that's your first card. What do you think? So now we're going to have these happy here. We're going to attach glue here, but we're going to put some dimensionals here because, as you can tell, there's some width in here, some extra width, and so it will go great in here. Oops, in here, but then this one will be hanging. It looks weird to me, so we're going to put that one in. Let's go ahead and stamp "Happy to celebrate your day." I'm going to bring my stamp here. And like I said, this is small. We're going to use our bigger block. I'm sorry if there's any glare. I'm still trying to figure out what light exactly I need. I have not used these, and I have said many times that when I'm using the polymer stamps, I think that when they make them, they put something special or something. I don't know. I don't know, to be fully honest, but all I can tell you is that it happens. And I'm going to bring this up. Okay, these are super long, but we can absolutely cut them. So I'm going to put some extra ink. We're going to hold these straight, again, straight as possible. And then this side is going to fight with me, so we're going to make it easier for ourselves always. And then we're going to try to stamp these, and I am probably going to get my head in front of you. I'm trying very hard not to, but these, okay, let me move this a little bit here maybe. Part of the reasons and the problems with this is that the glare hits the blocks right on the right place, so it's a little bit dumb. So I'm sorry if my head showed up. This is straight enough. And we're going to use our scissors, which I've just lost. Here they are, sorry. And we're going to cut it, and I want to leave a tiny bit for a Miracle of the Gods. Is a straight. It's a straight all over, and I'm super surprised. Very excited at myself. I'm just cleaning my stamp real quick. I have said this many times. If you have stamps and you want to make them last a long time, do clean them. Let's take this stamping ink pad out of the way, or I will get in trouble. And I'm going to use this dimensionals. I'm using the bigger dimensionals because they fit well into here instead of the mini dimensionals, which is what the kit brought. And for the rest of it, I'm going to use glue. Okay. And we're going to put, okay, now it's stuck. It got dry while I was talking. Jesus, it's very, very picky lady. One of the reasons why you want a silicone craft sheet, you can do that. That won't glue anywhere, because the silicone craft sheet, you can just remove the glue out of it. Once it's dry, you just remove it and boom, it's gone. And in the meantime, you have not messed up all your table, your crafting area. Okay, so see why we needed that. There you go. Now I made a funny mistake. I didn't take the backings. Yes, dimensional have backings, and then they don't take themselves out. That happens. And so let's bring our celebrate day, and I wanted it like so too. So we're going to use, let me see, I think that these are too big, this dimensional. So we're going to put the smaller dimensionals. And for some reason, these dimensionals sometimes like fight with me. So I am going to put a couple. And then the rest will have glue as well. One of the reasons why I wanted to leave these open, not open, a little longer, it's because, okay, there you go, that's straightish enough. Oops, there's some noises, because I want to use our beautiful glue dots, and so I'm going to use these. So first of all, I'm going to use one here. One of the big advantages of these, the Orchid Oasis and the Starry Night, is that they are very similar in their colors, and so I think that it's easy to combine them. And I'm just going to put one in that ink spot. Okay, there you go. There's your card. I absolutely love it. I think it's just that I love this combination of this blue with the gold and the white. I can't help it. Okay, let me move these. So we're done with that one. Let's go back to the other one. So like I said, we're going to be using, this is not the one we need. Let me find, okay, so the kit brings a card that it's already rugged on the side, okay? And so we are going to fold it backwards. So this is how it will look. We are going to fold it like this, right? We're going to use this as the back. It's just going to be fun. And then what we're going to do is we're going to score these at 1 and, I had thought 1.5. Let's do 1.5. Hate when that happens. Thankfully we have 2. Let me check for the other one. I think it's here. Every so often, always be mindful that that can happen. So again, this is how the card will go. We're just going to use it backwards. Try not to get yourself cut or get all the big slush of glue that you have just gotten all over. So I'm just gonna clean that out so before there's a mess, because it was about to be a mess. Okay, so let's, oh, we said we're gonna score, and this time we're gonna score and not cut, hopefully. Here's the scoring, yay! Okay, so this will go like here, this will go here, and this is what we have. Let me bring my pieces to see if it was gonna work. We want this one in here. Oh, I need it. Oh, I didn't calculate that. Oh, well, it's fine. We can just cover it. Maria doesn't have a problem with that. But this is a little too short. So I am thinking, how big is this? This is about 1. So we are going to undo this scoring issues today. This is going to be underneath. This is scoring issues, so we're going to be saved again by the bell, because that happens. We're going to score these at 1 1/4. Let me see this true. If this is true. Yeah. So if we score this at 1, so at 1, that's where we're going to score it. So my mistakes today have been saved because things are going to be covered. Okay, let me remove my glue from my hands. 1 second, because really what's happening is I'm going to get it all dirty. And if that happens, by the way, don't ever threat, because there is this glue eraser. It's the bomb, people, the bomb. You need it in your life. I have a link down below for it. Stampin'Up seems to have used to sell it. I don't know, it was before my time, but yeah, definitely a need. Okay, so we have that there. We can do 2 things, really. We can do, let me see, we can put these in here. And where's our other pieces? I lost them. I always lose them. Here they are. So my thought was this one. Let's go and show you. This one will go here. Now it will need to be off the rug, because, you know, this one was going to go in here. This one is too big. And this one was going to go in here like so, if needed. I can put it a little bit there. And then we're going to have, you know what, maybe like so. And then we're going to have the best wishes in here, or maybe the happy. Let's see. One of the 2. Or just for you. Actually, I may cut this in here, put this one here, and then let's see our stamp set, which I've lost. Oh, goodness in heavens. How does that happen so quickly? Have this you here, and then put this happy here. So actually, I am not going to use that spot, because I want this one here, and it will go like that. And then the happy will be here, and you'll have the you here. Okay, and we'll have to stamp both of them. Oh, you know what? Just got an idea. I told you guys that I was going to keep a envelope in case I need it. We're going to need it. We're going to fussy cut this. Woo! Good. Okay, let's start figuring this out. It seems like this is about 1/8 bigger. Let me see. Make sure, like I said, yeah, this needs 1/8. And if you see this corner kind of came off a little bit, so I'm going to take off that corner. Okay, 1/8 out. And does that work? It works. So what's one thing, like if you have more crafting supplies, and you have for example, gold embossing. You can gold emboss stuff in here and that would look amazing, right? That is a reality. I'm just trying to put this. We're going to glue these because like I said before, it's much easier because it gives us some wiggle time, and we need some time to get that going. Choo choo choo. Okay, there you go. I'm not sure why I have these here. I know why, because I need to cut the rest of it, so I just should have done that. I'm gonna bring my silicone craft sheet here, so this wiggle time, which means some glue is going to end up in there, does not end up in my workspace. And I'm just being mindful of that white there, and there's where our friend is going to go. Okay, now this is it's a little shorter than I wanted it. This one had been already, oh, but you know what, that's fun because it creates black, and yeah, I like it. It creates that some blue in the back and some blue in here. And actually I am going to move this here because this is going to go here, so you're not going to see that difference. So we're going to cut this. This is, we said it was an inch, right? Let's move here. Oh, see? Maria. Okay, let's move that away. I think we said this was an inch. We folded an inch. So this needs to be 3/7/8. I've said this many times, if you have a piece like this that you can't hold well, or can hold at all, like in this case, you put it all the way to against that ledge. Hence, I love that ledge. Make sure straight, put it there, as straight as possible, you know, and you'll cut from the bottom up, okay? And that assures you that the force you're using will keep the piece in place. Sorry. Okay, we're going to glue this, and I'm going to use glue anyways. It's fine. So if you can tell, sometimes crafting is nice and you have second chances. And I think, oh, there's some glue there. Let's be mindful of that. Like in this case, I made a mistake and nobody's going to notice. I made 2 mistakes and nobody's going to notice because this is in the back and this little piece here is going to be covered by our EU. So sometimes it happens that way. So this is, and we can put the U here since it looks like that's what I just decided, right? So happy. It's fine. We'll put happy for you here. I don't want to mess it up. Just like so. Happy, and then just, yeah, you'll put the happy here and for you. So it'll be fun. Okay, now I do have a concern about these being here and looking that way. And I keep thinking, what if we create some fun in here? Let me use my bone folder. 1 second, just to straighten these a tiny bit. But we can create some fun in here with the leftover pieces. You know, just something along those lines, maybe something like this in the middle. What do you guys think? I think it looks cute, huh? And it will give us, again, something just so we can not show people that we made a mistake. So this is going to go as centered as possible and as straight as possible. And there it goes. And we're going to use the white on the other side. And yes, I'm going to use the white so there's some contrast of colors. And there it goes. So when people open it, it's going to be fun. There you go. Okay. I like it. I do like it. We need to fold these a little better. And this is not supposed to come apart, so I am just going to use and glue. Okay, and that's our card so far. So let's go with what I was saying. We're going to get our happy. That is a big word, and you're going to need a bigger block to use. I have one that fits perfectly. We're going to go and grab our envelope. It's always so sad. It fits there. It's always so sad to cut these envelopes, but they are so beautiful and so useful when you're trying to do like I am, just keeping things to, there you go, to what's in the kit. It helps a lot. Okay, let me bring my ink spot, my pad, my ink spot. Okay, like I've mentioned before many times, I try first there. Don't do this. Clean yourself right immediately, because what happens is it's a boo-boo waiting to happen. We're going to put this straight, as straight as possible, and we're going to go. And now that I think about it, it really doesn't have to be too straight, because we are going to cut it. And so it really, so I'm going to cut really like so. Okay, so pieces that can go out. And here is my question. If I put it like so, is it clear to see? I don't think it's too clear, you know? What if I just cut them separately? Okay, I know you didn't come all the way here to see me fussy cutting, but these are pretty straight lines, so I am hoping it's going to be sort of, mostly, hopefully, straight. I mean, fast. Okay, I'm gonna put that away, and I'll just speed up this process so it's easier for you, so you don't have to see me again fussy cutting all 4 words. There you go. We have a happy. You know what? I'm not liking these. Let me see. I've said this many times. Scissors are not exactly my best friends. And so I am not sure it's worth it to do this. Because it's going to, will you be able to see it? I think so. See, I don't know if you can see it. It has like the little pieces, because again, I'm not so good at cutting, and so I'm not sure that that is going to work well. But don't despair. I'm going to save this for another project, because that's going to work for another project. I just need more time to think about it. We're going to bring our almost made a mistake there. I'm going to bring my trimmer back. We're going to cut the envelope, and we're going to go ahead and stamp. And actually, in actuality, we're going to use the lighter area. I think that that's what makes sense. Because one of the reasons why I was like, I don't know, it's because this Starry Night is very dark, and the black against the blue, it was not easy to see. But if we cut it here, I think it would be much easier to see. So let's go ahead again. Dun, dun, dun. I know, Maria. We're going to go ahead again and stamp it. And we're going to leave it there. And we're, oops, Let me see. Cleaning my stamp. Just making sure there's not a thing there, and then I'll get all dirty. And we're going to cut it. And this is what, I don't know how it's fussy cutting in a little bit, but we are going to kind of give it, okay, let's do this real quick. So kind of like following the words. This is very straight in here, but the words curvatures, I know these are very straight, but at least like so. Okay, and so now we have a beautiful happy that will put an extra color. This is not too straight. I'm glad I had mentioned many times already that scissors and I, man, do we struggle. Okay, so we have our happy, and we have our U. So we're going to put it backwards a little bit. This is still not straight. It drives me absolutely insane. Should have used the trimmer to cut. That's why I love my trimmer. I love my trimmer. I am not kidding. I'm going to put this happy like that. No, happy straight. And. You know what? I thought so much about this, and there's nothing that says happy for you. Isn't that funny? It is not. But we can use the just for you here. Oh, and a happy inside. Ha! How about that? That's going to be fun. And just because this is going to be too white now, because I really thought that that was going to be, there's no happy for you. You make me happy, but then we could do this like so, and then put the make me. Let's not get too crazy. I'm going to leave it as is. I'm going to put the U as we had planned here to cover our tiny mistake-ish there. So it goes there, right? There you go. And this just for you. Now, if you have other colors, like other ink colors, if you happen to have this terrain white, the stamp set brings kind of like paint spots or something. I'm going to use only, again, what we have in here, so our basic gray, but you can probably use some gold. Okay, and then I had to make a boo-boo there because why not, Maria? Let's move these. Oh my God, I swear to God, I'm not this sloppy. So I'm going to put the U first, and I'm going to glue that to, let me see, I'm going to change that one because I think that one had a little bit of, okay, just in case. So we need to be mindful, yeah, all over. So we can put it all over, and we're going to go here, okay, and we're going to have our for you, just for you. I'm going to try to cover that boo-boo I made. If it works, it works. It works-ish. And now we're going to have some fun decorating with the leftover glue gems that we have. So I'm going to put one here. I'm going to put one around here. And I'm not sure if you saw, but there's like some ink in there. I don't know. So I'm going to put one there just for fun. And so you have all that there, this here. And since we had created that in that light color, by the way, I am going to put happy in here, aligned with this. And just will have a happy. Why not? Right? We can make the insides cute. Okay. There it goes. Center will be much better, Maria, but you know, whatever works. Okay, and so you have just for you, and then you have happy, and then we can even put the one we had before to celebrate your day. It's fine. You can write in here, but I'm going to put the celebrate your day right below. Let me move this. Let me make this so I'm successful. I'm moving this all the way. I'm sorry if it's a little bit out of your camera view. But since I decided to stamp it, I need to make sure that it's good. Okay. Card 2. What do you guys think? So we have two beautiful cards, very, very useful. I think that those colors are nice. I keep thinking of these like, I don't know why, but I keep thinking of like a graduation card for something, for some reason. And this one is simple in here. And then we have this one, which we struggle with a lot, but it's ready and it's good and I love it. Look at that. So these are your two cards, your two options for your paper pumpkin kit project number 2 for our May project. Our May paper pumpkin kit. Oh my goodness, Maria, how hard is it sometimes? Okay, now I do want to tell you guys that Stampin'Up has a wonderful offer right now and all the way through March 31st, and that is for your starter kit. So usually the starter kit is $99 and you pay and you get about $125 worth of product. Sorry, let me move back. So I was thinking I'm gonna move back myself in there. Hi, I'm back. So going back to it, for $99 you usually get $125 worth of product, including free shipping. But on all the way till March 31st, you're going to get about $190 worth of product for the same $99 and still free shipping. So you will be getting, and I'm going to bring them to you, you're going to be getting one of each. You're going to be getting all the in color inks. Okay, so these are our in color inks. You will be getting all of them for free. You will be getting all the cardstock for this free. You will be getting a special grid paper. So this is what we call our grid paper. I cannot live without it, but they made one specific for the ink colors. Oh my God, it's to die for. It's beautiful. So you will get that for free as well, and let me bring it to you because I have it, and it's worth it to show it. So the ink colors have what we call pattern papers. And I'm not going to show them all to you, but at least a few because I have a mess in here. But these are pattern papers in the same ink color, you see? And these are going to be free. Let's see. There. For you as well. So you get a lot of goodies for free. It's absolutely worth it. Again, don't hesitate. Just go to the link below and go into my website, and this is my website. I'm trying, well, I couldn't find my website there, but you can send me an email at maria at mariascraftingcorner.com, and I can absolutely chat with you about the, you know, in the starter kit. What does it mean? Do you really need to be a hobbyist? I mean, all the details of what it implies, I will be very glad to help you with. And so again, don't hesitate. And if to send me an email to maria@mariascraftingcorner.com. And if you have sent me emails in the past, I found out a couple of days ago that it was glitchy, and I was not getting the email. So if you need something, please send me back. It's working now. It's in full force. And finally, do visit my website. There are tons of information there, and I have a wonderful rewards program, so don't miss it. Here are our cards. I have a hard time locating. There's one, beautiful, and here's the other one, and it will go like this, and it opens like so. Okay, so those are 2 cards. Please let me know if you like them on the comments below, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps us tremendously here in Facebook and YouTube. Oh my goodness in heavens, it helps us here in YouTube. And if you like my videos, do subscribe to my channel. It will let you know when I'm going live. It will let you know when I'm uploading videos. So it was super good to see you guys today. The last thing that it's important is that I'm going to upload a beginner's video on Sundays. So if you have somebody that's really just struggling and doesn't know and is not sure, send them to my YouTube channel, and there's a beginners series guide. Oh my God, beginners series guide kind of setting. Oh my God, not talking well today. Okay, it was nice to see you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and see you next video. Bye.